Hi there, good morning, welcome back, and hello to my new subscribers. Seem to have had a little jump up again, so thank you for joining me today. I feel like that's probably not attractive looking at my hands. Yeah, I feel like I've been away a while. Last week I had computer problems. I'm having to have a new screen. I've just borrowed one for the moment, so I didn't film last week. I think the only video that went up last week was the final flip through of the Nikki file folder, and I just did a quick Etsy restock, but I haven't actually filmed anything for over a week. And then I think the week before that, I don't know if just quarantine fatigue had set in or if it was my fibro, but I did nothing but sleep. I was absolutely exhausted. So yeah, I feel like I've been out of the game for about 2 weeks. So in preparation for, things are going slowly back to normal in the UK. My partner's gone back to work this morning. It's not open to the public yet, but they're doing all the safety precautions and stuff like that. So I'm guessing I've probably got another two weeks and I'll be back at work. So I thought I'd best, because before the quarantine, is it called quarantine? Lockdown. I did have a set routine, and I have to have a routine with not being well. So I go out to work twice a week, and I've got my dream catcher, Etsy shop, and the junk journal, and now YouTube. I've just started my Patreon. So I've kind of wrote myself a new weekly, what do you call it, planner. So yeah, I had been videoing 3 times a week while I've been off. So it will go down from, starting this week, to twice a week. That's not set in stone, but I expect, a video to go up on a Tuesday and a Thursday. If I get time, I might put a quick one up in between or something. So that is that. So if anyone wonders, why I'm suddenly not around as much, it's like I'm in preparations for getting back to normal. I've started going out walking. I want to say every day, but most days. Just been doing 30 minutes just to get moving again. So I work in retail, so I'm on my feet my whole shift, and it's a lot of standing and a lot of walking about. So I need to start preparing my body, because what I am worried about is going back to work and, fitting everything in, and then the physical side of the standing and the walking, that, my body will just go into a flare. So I thought if I start the preparations beforehand, it's not going to be such a shock. And I've started doing some yoga. I did it twice last week. It's by a girl who has actually got fibromyalgia, so it is quite kind, but even at that I did find it exhausting. My shoulders and my ribs absolutely killed, but I think the reason is the last 6, I don't even know how long I've been off. Is it 8 weeks? I keep saying 6, 7, but I feel like I've been saying that forever. I've spent a lot of time at my desk, and it's as if my whole back has like bowed out because I've just been, you know, leant over the desk. So really the yoga is more about, you know, my posture and stuff like that. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been up to. Just trying to get back into normal kind of routines and things. Just wanted to quickly say a big thank you to Rosie for joining us on Patreon. She is my new Patreon. I really appreciate it. Thank you very, very much. So I think that was, I have put everything up on Etsy that I showed in the last video. I've still been on the making quite smallish things, so probably will list a few more things in the week. But today, 6 minutes in, I've not set a timer up either, so I'll just have to keep an eye on the time. I am here to do the purple challenge. I think Amy at Crafty Cat did it 3-4 weeks ago now. So yeah, it's the latest colour of the colour challenge, and it is purple. I did mention in another video that Ali from Cockney Crafter had asked me to be on her design team. Let me just straighten that up a little bit, sorry. And this is her first kit. So I thought it's purple, so you know I'll do it with the purple challenge. So I'm just going to give you a quick flick through it, why I'm still chatting. The kit is, I suppose, to honour her gran. It's about the suffragette movement in London. So, and her gran's name was Lily. So it's got some beautiful lilies in and lovely florals. I love the background. Absolutely lovely tone to it. These are just a couple of background sheets. Purple butterflies. That's actually the symbol for fibromyalgia. And then a music sheet and a couple more backgrounds. And that one. So that is the pages for it. And then there was I don't know if there was 2 or 3 pages of elements. So there's little bits and bobs. I love that postcard. These are actually Ali's grandchildren. They got dressed up and had a photo took. I think it's so cute. So yeah, some really cool bits and bobs, some envelopes, some tags. And stuff, and the only other things I've brought are some lace with fluff attached. This netting stuff again, I think it is called burlap netting. I know that I did mean to have a look, and that's the name that I came up with. I've got a few lilac doilies and just a couple of purple flowers, because I mainly, well, I just want to use the kit. I have thought of something that I want to do, and because I feel a little bit wooden with the crafting, you know, because I have been away, and I've forgot my trail of thought. And because, you know, I've not videoed for a while. So I've been making, in fact, I'll just show you one. These are what I've been making this week. So I've been, like everybody, trying to use up stuff. So I've been making the little things to use up, you know, my bits of scraps and stuff. But, you know, every kit that I've ever printed out, I've either, you know, printed it out twice or printed certain pages out more than once and resized things. And so I'd got an A4 folder which was, oh, I don't know, 2 inches thick of digital papers, and there was just like 1 or 2 of different things. So these actually took up just 2 A4 pieces of paper. So I thought, well, I'm going to go through all these kits and make these with them. So it's just an envelope decorated, and then I've slit, well, you'll see how to do it. There's a tag there and a little tag what goes across the bottom, and then there's 2 tags inside, and then I've made this little side pocket which has got, that's obviously not from the printed paper, but then I've made 2 journal cards. So I thought that was a really good use of 2 pieces of A4 paper. So I thought I'd do the same with these. So what time is it? Let me just have a quick drink of tea and then I'll look at the time and we shall get cracking. So I hope everybody is well. It's 12. I'm at 12, so that'll be 72. Yeah, I hope everyone's well. And still finding things to keep yourself busy. I know some countries it's quite easing off now, which to me, I think this is probably the most worrying times, you know, as everybody starts going out and about and seeing each other and all the rest of it after, you know, being away from each other. Yeah, so I mean, obviously when I have to go back to work, I'm going to have to go back to work, but they did send a video showing precautions that that they're going to take, and one of them is wearing like a plastic visor across his face. So I do think we're going to be quite safe at work, you know, and I'm still only going to go out the house, excuse me, once a week. I've gone from twice a week back to once a fortnight to once a week. Yeah. So as you've just seen, this is a DL envelope. It is nearly 9 inches by just over 4 1/4. I have glued it up. I am going to get my trimmer and just take, I'll do it that side, just take a slither. In fact, I'm going to do it that side, so I'll do it that side. Yeah, I'm going to cover this bit, so leave this bit blank, and then it can be used as a writing space. So I'll just take a slither off it. But yeah, me just do this. So I am going to score it at 2 inches at the bottom. And press on quite hard because this craft paper is quite tough. And turn it over and score it again at 2, obviously, just to get the score line. Fold it up. Just put that out of the way. Just don't know why it goes like bubbly. I suppose there must be some kind of air trapped in it. So I've obviously done that with that'll go that side. So I'm going to work out which part of the paper. So I'd like to get as many of the butterflies in. So just put it at the side to have a look. So that would, right, so I'm going to cut it, well, I'm going to ruler it down there. I'm not going to go all the way across because I don't want to cut the hyacinths off. I'll just get my pencil. So I've just brought it in slightly, and then I shall just mark it in slightly, just to make it a smidgen smaller than the envelope. See if that's straight. I'll just try and match the lines up on my board. So that'll go in there, and then just take, if I did it there, would that be then too short? No, that would be fine. So I'm just trying to take this bottom bit off without losing any of it, but without it being short. I feel like I've gone short. No, I haven't. Right, so that will go there, and then this should fit there. Just needs a bit of straightening up on the side. Yep. Right, I shall ink around that. I'll do around the envelope first. I've been using this walnut stain a little bit on the craft envelopes. It is very dark. Yeah, I think I should just be using it for the craft envelopes. Might use it in more, you know, when doing woodlands and stuff like that. It would probably go quite well. But for more softer things, it's a tad too dark. But yeah, it's spot on for the craft card. I know when I was doing it, you know, with the antique photo, you was seeming to having to be, you know, rubbing quite hard and having to do it several times. And so these can be either paper clipped in and then use the back as a writing space, or they can be glued onto onto a page, and then if you glued it just at the top and the bottom and the side, you could have another tuck spot underneath. So that is that. I'll do this one with a vintage photo. So first bit might come out a bit dark. Should have got my other dobber. So yeah, they are on about the primary schools going back in June. So you know, I've still not seen my new grandson, and I've obviously not seen my granddaughters. And then it dawned on me the other night, because I was thinking, oh, you know, another few weeks once everybody's all out and all mixed together a bit, you know, be able to see, you know, assess how dangerous it still is. But then I was thinking, if the girls are going back to school, then obviously they're going to be mixing with a lot of people. So I'm kind of now thinking, oh, might not even see them this year. So yeah, but I don't think it's not just going to suddenly disappear. So yeah, I don't know what's going to happen long term. I really don't. I think for now everybody's just thinking, you know, just to have a bit of freedom back into their lives and stuff. But yeah, I suppose we'll see in another 2 weeks, you know, what the numbers are like and stuff, because obviously then people will have been out and mixed for the last 2 weeks. I'm not going to be able to get this straight. So I'm just placing it just so there's a little gap all the way around. Yeah. Squash them little air bubbles down. That's it. I don't know where my card is. It's here. Let me just pop a bit of glue in there. So that's that, and then I'll just run a bead of glue down both of these sides just to make the little pocket. I don't think I've completely got that straight, but I should probably put some lace and stuff down it anyway. So then that'll go on there. But yeah, next week and the week after, I'd booked 2 weeks off anyway, because next week it's the school holidays, and the week after we was going on holiday, so I'd got that time booked off anyway, and I kept it because they did say, you know, you could cancel your holidays and stuff, but I did keep it because I did think if people were starting to go back at this time, then I think I'd prefer to still be off, even if it just means, you know, another 2 weeks of being at home, just to see, I think I'll use the purple, just to see, you know, what kind of happens in that first couple of weeks. So I'm quite glad that I'd had that fortnight booked off. But yeah, it'd be a bit different sitting at home for the whole of that second week when we're supposed to be on holiday. But my partner's, like I say, gone back today, but on totally different kind of hours that he usually does. So I'm not sure how long that's going to be like that, but our rota's kind of for the childcare aspect, because I'm just doing without saying right, let's get back to this a minute. So I am now going to make a big journal card to fit into there. So yeah, just take this bit off what's ripped. Yeah, so normally I work on a Wednesday and that's his day off. I'm just getting a piece of manila card. Yeah, that's his day off. Because I work a Wednesday late. So he's here when Alna gets home from school, and then a Friday I do a late, and he does like a 9. Why isn't that straight? He does like a 9:05, 9:06 kind of time. So she normally walks up to my mum's after school. And if we're still kind of social distancing, because I mean, being back at work and being around somebody's house is you know, two totally different things. So if we're still not at the stage where, you know, we're visiting each other, because at the minute you can meet up with one person from, well, I don't know if it's one or two, person who doesn't live in your house, but outside, not, you know, not go round to their house. So yeah, if he continues those hours, and obviously Alna wouldn't be at school, because I don't think comprehensive are, especially not her year. I think they're trying to get the last years in for some kind of, I'm going to give up trying to get it up the corner. I should just cut round it. Gosh, there's been a lot of and yeah, I've got out of the habit of like crafting and talking. So yeah, they're trying to get the older ones in for some face-to-face kind of with their tutors and things, but they have really said that Eleanor's year won't be back. So yeah, if we're still not at the point where, you know, we're allowed in people's houses and stuff, I mean, Eleanor's only just 12, and you know, there's no way that I'd leave her in the house. I mean, now if I'm just nipping to the shop and I'm, you know, going to be 30 minutes, up to an hour type thing, we have started leaving her a bit. But yeah, any longer than that would not be acceptable at all. So yeah, but you know, I'm guessing a lot of people are going to be exactly the same. It's like, you know, yeah, we used to be able to come to work at those days and times and stuff because we had childcare, but yeah, so we shall see what happens. Right, let me check if this fits in the pocket or if I need to take any more off. I think I'm caught on something. There's probably something inside the envelope that I do need to glue down. No, that fits fine. Right, I just got down here. I'm not over impressed with the Yoo-hoo. I'm gonna say I've had it a couple of weeks. No, different sticks, obviously. I did buy a box of 12, but yeah, I'm not overly impressed. I thought there was the Wonder Sticks kind of thing, but yeah, I don't find that they hold any better than the cheap sticks that I'd been buying, which was probably a quarter of the price. And I don't use as much stick kind of glue now anyway. So yeah, I don't think I'd have them again. I'll just go back to my cheap ones, because like these I'll go back and sew around them anyway. So right, so that is that. I'm going to make a little tab with part of the paper. In fact, I might use that butterfly. Let me just take, oh so cruel, but let me just take the antennas off. Yeah, I'm going to use that as a little tab. Just cut all the way around it. So I'll just I'll go about a third in. Oh, it needs to be on the other side as well, doesn't it? So if it goes in that way, it's that side. So I want to be that side. Okay. Oh, that's cute. Right. Yeah, it's definitely catching on something. That's it, just leave it poking out a bit. Right, so that's that, and now we want something skinny, unless one of these could be. No, I'm gonna have to cut something out of the paper. Right, let me find a got hemmed in with stuff. I've just can't get back to me. Papers. All that. Plainer ones. Oh, I might take a piece of that. Yeah, I'll take a piece of that. Let me just roughly gauge where it'll be. It's only a really small. I suppose I might try that another time. I might go up a bit higher. Maybe if you took the flap to 3. Yeah, that might be a lot better. So I shall try that the next time. Right, take some of these whites off. I don't think that's straight. What a weird way of ripping it. Yeah, it's a little bit too tall now. I did think I'd lost the plot. Yeah, sorry I'm so wooden. I'd say it's surprising just not doing it for just over a week. How I just kind of start working again because it's different working as you're filming than you would naturally work. And so when I'm filming, end up being buried in paper and all the rest of it. Yeah. Oh my goodness, this one took forever just to get the right. Could have measured, Tania. Right, I think that'll go in. So I should just glue this on a bit of I'm not even going to say it, cream card. But yeah, it's funny how that works actually, thinking about it, because like I say, when I'm filming, I seem to get my desk a lot messier. But I would say it takes me longer to do something when I'm filming it than it would do naturally if I was on my own, and I don't make as much mess. So I think it must be the aspect of actually talking that just takes your concentration away. Even though I do have a bit of a mumble to myself when I'm on my own. I obviously don't have full conversations yet. Right, it still needs a little bit off. Yeah, so I think the next time I do this, I'm going to take it up to 3. Or I could go 2.5. La la la. I spent 15 minutes of the hour just doing this tag. Right, that's got to be it. So yes, if you do one of these, I would do your pocket a little bit bigger. Right, that's going to fit fine. Let's make a little tab. So just fold a piece over. Cut it down. So I'm just going to loosely fold it in half, and then where it's folded at the top, where it joins, just going to do a slight curve. And there's my little tab. See if I've got enough ink on there just to ink it up. Yep. It's like it's going to be a nice day. Oh, the saga of the blinds. I don't know if I've said, we had 2 sets sent. The first was all bent. The second was the wrong size. They was too big, so they wouldn't fit in the recess of the window. Then the third pair set came. They do fit. They're not bent, but my partner now seems to just have a phobia about wanting to put them up because it's been such a disaster. So I've now got the blinds, but they're not actually up, and I'm guessing now is back at work. I should imagine it's going to take him a bit of time to get used to it, energy wise. And so normally when you've just been off a week or 2, you're exhausted, aren't you, after it first couple of days. So that is that. Shall I put a hole in these? This is just a ticket punch. They're only a couple of pounds off eBay, and they're very good for making actual tickets, because you can just slightly cut the corners off. So oh gosh, I can't speak. Surprisingly, I made some little notebooks the other day, and I think I put 8 pieces of paper in them, and there was a bit of about 160 GSM card at the top, and I didn't have to squeeze it that tight, and it went all the way through. So I do keep umming and ahhing about one of those, getting one of those crocodiles, but I think unless I wanted holes, you know, when people do some projects, obviously you can only go that far in. But as yet, I've not thought to myself, oh, I can't reach. So until I'm doing something that I do need one. But yeah, as I did look at them. At first, when I saw them, I thought there was the same thing, because these are obviously the corner chomper, and then did I call it a big shot a minute ago? It's a crocodile, isn't it? Yeah, that's lovely. Beautiful coloured seam binding. But yeah, you actually need two of those. One's smaller than the other, and one just rounds the corners, and then one sets the eyelets. But I just, when I looked at the prices of them, I just thought it was really expensive for what they did. Yeah, I'd have thought it would have been a two-in-one kind of thing. So that is that. So yeah, that looks really lovely. This purple against that colour is fabulous. So that's that. And then the side pocket, this I'm going to use this. This is a piece of the ephemera in the kit, which I think will be absolutely ideal just to do a corner, a side pocket. Do you think I'm going to have to take a little bit off? It's a little bit wide. So I shall take, do I want it that way or do I prefer it that way? Right, I'm going to take a bit off of that side. Yeah, that's a better size. Okay, that little bit. So yeah, what kind of size is this? It's a bit like a 6 by 6 kind of size. So just literally fold it over. The most easiest type of pocket ever. Doing matching, and just match the, I'll probably have to, because if I match it up at the bottom, it's then going to make it all out. So I shall probably just put some lace on at the end, or I suppose excuse me, I suppose I could cut it to match it. I'll just go round and round, up and down. So, right, let's ink around this. Gone back to the, oh, this is gathered twigs. Yeah, I think this colour is just the right colour for me. I'm going to say I seem to reach less and less now for the antique photo, but that might be because it's over a year old and it's quite dry. Probably really wants throwing away, but I can't bring myself to do it. So I've ummed and ahed if to, you know, to buy the re-inker to re-ink it. Right, that's all that done. Again, this can be either stuck down, could either stick it down fully or just do the 3 sides and have it as a tuck, or that way. So I am just gonna put a dab of glue across this, the shorter bit. I was going to the post office this morning because it's been a busy week again in both the Etsy shops, and I've got a lot of parcels to post, and I could only do so many of the overseas ones because I'd actually run out of custom labels. So I was going to go today, post what I'd done, and then get some more labels so I could carry on. But then when I really thought about it this morning, I'm guessing with it being Monday, it's going to be absolutely packed solid. And our post offices at the moment are only opening 9 till 1. And the mail actually gets picked up at 12 o'clock. So between, I think I'm going to put both the photos in there. Love that. That's scanned really, really well. Yeah, so between, you know, 9 and 12, it's absolutely packed solid. And I thought with it being a Monday and, you know, they've been shut for a day, it will probably be busy. So I'm going to leave it till tomorrow. I don't think a day is going to make any difference. I know post from UK to UK seems to have, let me just finish my tea, excuse me. Yes, UK post seems to be back to normal-ish. I'm noticing the ones to London seem to be taking a good few days more, but most of the stuff is probably only about 2-3 days late now, whereas a couple of weeks ago I'd got customers messaging me you know, from the UK and things. It was like 2 weeks since I posted it and they've still not received it. And up to yet, I've only actually had to give one refund out. So yeah, things do seem to be finding the way eventually. But yeah, I've noticed with things I've ordered and that, things do seem to be getting through a bit more. So that is actually the two projects. So that is that. See about decorating them. Instead of making more pieces, I should just decorate a little bit. Might have that. Oh yeah, that'd be nice on the corner there. So got these lovely doilies from eBay. I don't know if they came from, no, I don't think they did come from China. How did I just do that? Oh wow. Just totally, no, it wasn't like that. I did it more like that. I don't know why this is like mastermind, but it is. It really is. Right. Yeah. I'm gonna glue it down and then just cut it off. My brain just won't solve it. Yeah. I've totally forgot what I was on about as well. That's just just thrown me. So I shall just put some dabbers of glue on. Let's try and I'll stick that top bit down, but then I will cut the rest off. That's cute. I absolutely love that piece. It really is very pretty. Let me just dab this down here. So I will leave the link to Ali's Etsy shop and her YouTube. So it's her first kit, and I know she's bought a little ephemera kit out since this one. I've not as yet printed it off. Like I say, I had no monitor for the whole of last week, so obviously a lot of the things you know you can do on your phone, but yeah, my phone doesn't print. I was actually contemplating see, no, it wouldn't have worked. I was going to say I could have took it to somebody else's house, but yeah, I probably could have gone in my emails, because the good thing about Etsy is, as well, if you save the emails with the download on, I just put them in my archives in my email. And plus you can go back on Etsy anyway and download. It's very good like that, just in case you know, your computer breaks or what have you. I really like that. What else shall I do to it? I think it needs a lot of anything else. I think it's pretty enough. So I don't want to cover that. I think that's really very nice, that lace there. I do quite like that. Yeah, I'll pop that bit there. I don't know if to yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. So I use the big one. I've just ordered, because I'm still on the quest of glues, and obviously I, you know, keep trying things and coming back to the Fabri-Tac, but it's just so expensive. You know, for the occasional crafter, it's, you know, you'd buy a bottle and it'd last, you know, a long time. But yeah, I go through bottles. Yeah, other things that I've tried, it just doesn't, it's nowhere near as good. Just trim that off there. So I have ordered some, I'll just show it, it's here. I've seen a lot of people use this. So it's the Aliens Clear Gel Tacky Glue, which I'm assuming is the same stuff, and I'm sure it was half the price, and it's the same size. I don't know how to get in this. No, I don't need to get into it yet, but I'd have thought you'd have twisted this up and that was it, but it doesn't seem to be. So I don't know if you have to, sorry, I don't know if I was right up into the camera then, and that was awful. So yeah, if anyone knows how you do it, please tell me before I need to do it. So that is that. I'm going to put a bit down here. I'm loving the contrast of the quite pale lilacs, and then the background and the striking purple. It looks beautiful. Come on, you can do it. Whew, just squeeze the life out of it. Just got that actually. A bit more to the edge, that's it. So just snip. Yep, I don't think that was very straight. No, it's too far over now. Right. Just needs to be the edge. That's better. Right, I might go all out and get a pearl out or something. Let's see. Right, that's the wrong. That's my beads for my dream catchers. This is. I've not been in here for a while. I've not got a lot in here because I don't do a lot of this kind of thing. Oh, look what I've got. Wow. Ooh. But then it's far too bulky to... Could have made it into maybe an outer paper clip though. Anyway, let's not go there. I need to practice with paper clips and stuff. Yeah, it's not my thing. I find it very, very fiddly. I'm just going to put some pearls here. But I've noticed the Shabbydabbydoodah must make series that I'm doing. I think I've either done 4 or 5 so far. I think I've done 5. So I've got like the next 4 saved on my phone, and I like start choosing the Tim Holtz papers what I'm going to use, and you know, just think about it type thing. So I rewatched the video and stuff, and I did notice in a few weeks it's paper clips. So yeah, I'm gonna have to practice. Oh, I like that. I think this is gonna need some beads now. I just never know what to do with this kind of stuff. Oh, I like that. Let's put that. I'm gonna say I mean, like, I love watching Shabbydabbydoodah with her laces and bling and stuff, but I'm just not very good at doing it. But I think it is just not really my style, as much as I love watching it and stuff, because obviously that's the girly side of me. Just see if I can move that on just a little. I much prefer working, you know, with the nature stuff, but I do like doing a bit, because who can't say that they don't love lace. Really love that down there. What kind of time are we on? So I think we've been about 50 minutes. And let me see if I can put those in. Okay, there's a bit more glue at the top, but I am going to sew around these. Oh, I love it. So yeah, I think I'm going to call it a day, because I've not thought of anything else to make, to be quite honest. And I think there's enough on here. But the main thing is, I wanted to show you, you know, I actually only used one side of, one sheet of copy paper to do it. If I'd have done that in copy paper as well and and if I did all the tags in that, in the paper, all you would use is 2 sheets of A4, which I think is absolutely fantastic. That you can do all that just with 2 sheets. So I am gonna seem really off camera. I hope I've not been off all the time. So yeah, I'm really happy with them. They're absolutely lovely. So thank you, Ali, for letting me play with your beautiful kit. Got beautiful grandchildren. Absolutely fabulous photo. So that is that. And then what's that one? Which I'm going to round all the corners and that to make it easier to pull them in and out. That might have stuck. No, it hasn't. So yeah, really happy with that. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope you found it a little bit enjoyable. I'm going to say I did find that quite tough. But I think I feel a bit more comfortable now I've done it. So thank you. I shall see you all again shortly, and I shall be coming back in a few days and doing the pink colour challenge. So I'll speak to you soon. Bye.